honestly, I was feeling joy in a way that I don't think I do regularly. It was amazing. It was amazing. So that's my treasure hunt. That's my story.
Well, okay, so first off, I'm extremely happy for you. Um, I'm concerned that you just said, like, I don't think I felt joy like that before. So that's fine though. I can
I mean,
actually
other than like the good times with my family, like your
right.
day to
So,
day, like do you
so
feel a lot
that's
of joy?
right up there with like your wedding, your two children being born, and then treasure hunt.
Uh,
Um,
I don't want to say no, but I don't want to say yes. What's up, boys?
hi.
Hey, it's
I
been a while,
haven't.
hasn't it?
It has been so long since we've done an episode.
No. Do you guys miss me?
No,
Thanks.
no, I'm good.
I miss the interaction that we have. I listened to
Yeah.
our most recent podcast yesterday and felt myself like, oh, I want to just have that conversation with them. So yeah, I miss you both.
I mean, I guess I agree with that because I've been sending you texts of random times to record with ideas of what we could
Mhm.
talk about over the last
Yep.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it feels like you've just been getting randomly excited about certain topics. And to express that excitement, you just want us to hop on a call and do a podcast right then and there. Because
Right
I
then
feel
and
like
there.
that message was, I think at one point it was like a 9 p.m. text,
Uh-huh.
like, you guys want a
Yeah.
podcast right now? It's like, no,
I'm like
man.
worried I'm going to forget the topic. Like it's
Right.
then I have it and I will lose it. And that's the
Yeah.
Right.
end of it forever.
You
You
can
have
write
no
it
way of
down,
recording
but
anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I do write it down, but only in our group text thread. That's it. So I had to
Oh,
go
wow.
back like 3 weeks to look at what I wanted to talk about today.
Dang.
That's
Yeah.
a
All right.
long
Well,
scroll.
my understanding is that you likely have a lot of things that
I
you want to
have
talk about because we got a few of those texts over the last couple weeks.
yes, and
All right. So let's go. What do
it's
you
a
got?
range. So I have 3 things. The first, I had the greatest treasure hunt weekend of my life last weekend. Want to talk about
Yep.
that?
Yep.
I might even retire because it was so great.
Whoa.
Uh, you do have to provide for your family, but continue.
Nope, I'm gonna just quit. Anyways, all right. Number 2, I kind of ripped a few boxes and of new product and a little bit of a couple years dated, and I want to talk about that experience because I'm kind of getting into ripping boxes. And number 3, I want to talk about the stream I ran with none other than the Joey Holes.
Ooh,
Mm. Yeah, you
classic.
called me about that pretty excited. So
Yeah, that
Mm.
was a fun
I'm
one.
looking forward to an animated discussion.
Yeah, me too. I was there. I'm still excited. I'm like, ooh, what does he have to say about that?
I mean, that's really
Joe,
it. That's all I got.
you
Yeah.
made him very happy. He
I
called me
know.
the next day talking about it. So you made your
That's
baby what a really happy.
I mean, I don't know if it was Joey Holes or if it was like Snake Eyes or the guys on the stream that made it fun. I don't know.
It
No,
was
it
could
the
was
have been
whole
Joey
all
Holes.
thing.
all
It
of
was
us.
the
It
whole
was the
Could
whole
have
thing.
been
thing.
all
Yeah,
of
it
us.
doesn't have to be
Yeah.
It
one.
was a community event. All right.
Yeah.
So can we talk about the treasure hunt?
Treasure
Go for
hunt.
it.
Let's
All
go.
right. So I've talked about this at length. There's 2 parts I love to this hobby. The treasure hunt is the one of the 2 biggest. Nostalgia is the other one, like remembering the good old days. So
Mm.
I went to on Saturday, I went to a card show. I was there for probably, I don't know, 30 minutes. I didn't have a lot of time. It was between games with the kids. Me and Rye went, and I just hit like $1 bin. And I'm like, I'm going to town on this dollar bin. And actually, it wasn't even a dollar bin. It was,
I'm going to town on this dollar bin.
I'm going to town.
It's like a Big Mac.
I'm going to bury this dollar bin.
Face first into the dollar bin. You pick it
You're
up with your
so
teeth.
cool. That's just like you're like the coolest guy I know. Go to
Ever,
town.
ever.
All right, go
Well,
ahead.
and the best part wasn't even a dollar bin. It was a 50-cent bin.
You
So-
are the coolest.
But it gets better. It was like if you buy 3 cards, you get them for $1. So it was like 30-cent bin basically.
It just keeps getting
It
better
just- it
and
was like-
better.
Sale after sale after
They
sale.
were free. They were all free.
So I'm going through and I pull out a bunch of cards. I don't even know, probably 30 cards. So it's not a lot of money. but I didn't have a lot of time. And I just I had no specific approach. I always, anytime you see a Jordan, Kobe, whatever, you pull those, but those aren't in value bins. Um, but just like cards I liked or players I liked, any cards I really haven't seen in a while. So I went through and I pulled a bunch of cards and I got home and I found this Jalen Brunson card and it looked like a base prism.
Mm.
But when I looked it up, because it was unique and I hadn't seen it, when I looked it up, I found it was a like SSP, a super short print of a variation card that was worth like $76. And like I was so excited. I ran around my house. I had like multiple high fives with the kids. It was
Oh,
like
boy.
it was the dream. It was like what the treasure hunt you look for. So I probably paid 30 cents for that card. And I get it. I'm not gonna retire off a $76 card, but it was just so fun and cool.
You did say earlier that you were thinking of retiring, so I'm
Well,
glad
yeah,
to hear you
I meant
change your mind.
retiring from treasure hunting because like I don't know if it gets better.
Oh.
Oh, that would be a
Mm.
bigger decision. You can't do that.
I know,
Mm.
true, true. So that was Saturday. Then on
Mm.
Sunday, I texted you guys both about it, but both of you were rude and said no. There
Yep.
was a flea market in Marshall. It was
Mm.
the first one
Okay.
of this new season. I don't even think they occur that often. It's not like a flea market that occurs every Sunday. And I wanted to go check it out. I didn't have a lot of time. So I went and I was kind of pissed because it was supposed to close at 5. I got there at 2 and everyone's closing up shop because it was freezing out and no one wanted to be outside.
Mm.
It
So I didn't
does
have a
make
lot. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that does make sense. Like, I know that it was upsetting for you, but like if they're
Yeah.
outside and it's freezing, it does make sense to want to wrap it up despite your
Yeah.
ambitions. But go ahead, go ahead.
I kind of want to run around and be like, "What are you doing? It's false advertising. You said you close at 5, but I didn't. I didn't."
Just walking around as a Karen. You
And
promised
Mm.
5 p.m.
the
Right.
best is they didn't even charge me to get in because I think they knew it was closing up. So it's not like I invested
There you
anything.
go.
But I went around to a couple tables, and it's you know how flea markets go. They're all over the map of what they have.
Yep.
As the flea market king, I'm pretty good at them. But
Yeah, sure.
I see this table with 2 binders on the table and like a bunch of other random stuff. So they're not just selling cards. And I go up to the table. I was like, "Do you have any basketball cards?" And he's like, "Well, those are baseball." He's like, "But let me grab a bin." And he pulls out this giant tub, and there's in it is like 4 or 5 4-row boxes. And he's like, "I think I have 1 basketball, but we're closing up. Do you want it or not?" Basically, like we're trying to get out of here. And I
Right.
was like, "Well, I'd be interested. How much?" And he said like $50. And I was like, "I don't even know what's in it." It said like 89.90, and I didn't
Mm.
really like I it wasn't even top loaded. So like I'm like, I don't know the condition.
Mhm.
I asked, "Do you have any Jordans?" He said, "I don't know, probably not." So I was like, I honestly, I'd give you $10 just to go through it, like just to treasure hunt and go through the thing. And I'm assuming it's all common cards like that you're getting rid of for free, Mike. And he said, "Yeah, no problem. Take it. I just want to go." Um, so I took the box and I got home and there was like 12 Michael Jordans in it. There was like so many 80s card. I got some Dr. J's. I got like 3 Kareem Abdul-Jabbars. Honestly, I was feeling joy in a way that I don't think I do regularly. It was amazing. It was amazing. So that's my treasure hunt. That's my story.
Well, okay, so first off, I'm extremely happy for you. Um, I'm concerned that you just said, like, I don't think I felt joy like that before. So that's fine though. I can
I mean,
actually
other than like the good times with my family, like your
right.
day to
So,
day, like do you
so
feel a lot
that's
of joy?
right up there with like your wedding, your 2 children being born, and then treasure hunt.
Uh,
Um,
I don't want to say no, but I don't want to say yes.
Can we talk about next steps with that though? Because
Sure.
so first off, I saw you texted us a picture of the different cards that you got from that box from the flea market.
Yep.
And I mean, obviously it was a picture, so you can't really tell, but it looked like they were in pretty good shape, right?
Yeah.
Those cards, like pretty
Great
good
condition.
condition.
Yep.
Have you considered getting any of those, particularly like the Dr. J's, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, and maybe you had some. Those were '89 Jordans, right? Those were
Yep. There
pre-90
was
Jordan.
89 Jordans. Yep.
Yeah, so, like, have you considered since you got those at such a low price, I feel like the margins are there to take a risk on some grading potential. Have you looked into what a grade 10, a grade 9, a grade 8 might be for particularly for the Dr. J cards and the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars?
I haven't looked up all the prices of what that would be. I kind of know the Jordan stuff, but I also am cynical of grading Jordans because I feel like PSA and other grading companies like protect the quantity of Jordan 10, say, or Jordan 9s. So I'm
Yeah,
just, even though I think the condition's really good for older cards that weren't top loaded,
right.
um, I'm like suspicious it won't happen. So the other thing is my kids and I are in the process of grading a lot of football. So right now is the grading football season in my head because you
Mhm.
want to time it up to get it back for the start of football season. So I'm
Right.
not really grading any basketball right now. So I think what I'm going to do is run them on. I have a Jordan, Kobe, Iverson, Ant and Shaq stream today. And so
That
I'm going to
sounds
run a
fun.
lot of them on that. And if they don't go, maybe, then I throw a couple in to potentially be graded. But I guess I just kind of want to take the win that I have
Yeah,
and see
Can
how
I
it does.
ask a Can I ask a question about grading?
Sure.
What's the turnaround time for that?
forever.
It like
Forever.
Infinity.
4 months from PSA. It's like 4 months.
It's infinity. They take it and they may or may not
It's not
return it.
infinity, but
It's
it's a
Do they
infinity.
while.
stare at it for a very long
They
time? Is that how
say
they grade
they
it? They just
say
like,
we will have this ready in infinity months, and it's written on the website. It's brutal.
wow. So they
That's
just have
not what they say.
so it's the process to get a group of people around and they just kind of
There's
like
a PSA sponsorship, Mike. There it goes.
they clockwork orange their eyes open and just stare at the card and be like, find flaws, find flaws. Is that what they do to it? Or
It does feel like having a human eye feels very inconsistent with PSA. Like they pick and choose. And like I said, I don't know factually, but it feels like they protect the volume of Jordans already graded. So if you add more 10s, you lower the value theoretically. So they don't often give out 10s and Jordans or 9s for that matter. But
I feel
PSA
like we
is a very controversial company. There's a lot like
yeah.
you can go into YouTube rabbit holes about like hearing people talk about how like messed up that brand is in terms of some of their other hidden agendas. So like, and this is all speculation. I don't know. I don't
yeah.
want to like accuse PSA of anything. I
Well,
really don't
you're
know.
accusing them. Yeah.
Well,
Mm,
I'm
sounds
accusing them of doing
accusatory.
things enough to have people make videos questioning their integrity. There
Yeah.
are
Mhm.
videos out there. That is objectively true.
There are
And so,
streamers who dedicate their stream to grading it, cracking it, sending it back, and getting a different grade.
right,
So, like, the inconsistency to PSA is
right.
frustrating at times.
And there's a theory out there. And it's only a theory, but there's a theory that um, if you send it in, they'll give you an intentionally lower score with the idea that you'll crack it and send it back because now they just got double their reviewing price, right? So they just double,
Yeah,
right? So if they send you an
I
8,
know.
you know, and so like again, I don't know if that's true, and I have no real experience myself with any of that. I sent in cards. I will say I didn't have a great experience with PSA, but I don't think it was because of any sort of like deceptive practice, right? I think it was more
Hey,
like their poor communication throughout the process. But so
when you were going down that PSA rabbit hole, did you see any videos of with employees or members of PSA defending the
yes,
company? Like,
no. What I was going to say is what you see more often, and maybe there are some employees that would defend it. I just haven't seen those videos if those exist, but I have seen videos where former PSA employees talk about some of the hidden agenda, deceptive
ooh,
practices on their part. Yeah, so there's
conspiracy theories.
yeah, and
Ooh.
I think that if there's a takeaway for our massive listening audience, I would
Huge.
say
Like
I would
mom, Leah,
yeah,
if they want to know,
yes, our immediate family
our
members.
family who
Um,
Mhm.
listen.
I would say that, like, I have no idea. I don't want this to come off as an accusation from me. I just know that there's a lot out there that doesn't bode well for them. But we can say for sure they take like 4 to 5 months. If you do a standard review process, they take a long time to get it back to you. That's a definite.
Now,
But we want them to be thorough. Like I wouldn't want
so
them to rush that process.
PSA controversy, are there any other grading card companies that have a better reputation?
I mean, so I
PSA
guess
is
it
kind
used
of
to
a
be
joke.
Beckett maybe, but Beckett
Yeah.
was purchased by PSA. So like,
You
yeah, I know.
see?
Oh my
But
God.
Adds to the
the big
speculation.
three are SGC, Beckett, and PSA. Like those are the big three grading companies. There's a million of them, and there's some
Yeah.
that are growing some like positive reputation around like AI grading because of the consistency it provides.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like there is a bit of a shift, and I think PSA will have to adapt and account for that at some point. But right now, they are clearly the market leader and the one the
Yeah.
industry trusts. Which, despite all these cynical thoughts, like people still want to see a PSA slab up there, like as from a trust
Yeah.
standpoint.
But in my opinion, when we start talking, different ways to build businesses around card selling, that there's an opportunity with the combination of AI use and grading cards. I think there's an opportunity.
Do you
Smells
smell
like an opportunity.
Smells like an opportunity.
Anytime it smells, I'm out.
Yep. Yeah. So are we
Reeks.
gonna do a Wicked Good Pulls grading company now? Should we get
I
into
think
that?
we should.
Joe, we
WGP.
don't talk for a week, and you have all these different business ideas. I love
I
it.
know. And the thing,
Yeah, I
just
know.
again, for our massive audience, so they should know what's interesting about Joe is it's not just an idea. We'll get a text with a link and we'll click the link, and there's like a full blown platform that he's made.
100%.
It's
Mhm.
wild.
Like I'm an
Yeah.
ideas guy, and that's where it ends. There's no
Yeah.
follow through. There's no
Oh,
action.
yeah.
We're,
I've gotten
we're
that.
big
I've gotten
picture,
that.
which is code for like we don't
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I throw out a million ideas, and I actually
Yeah.
don't even expect anyone to do anything with it. Joe
Right.
comes back with action.
Yeah.
Matt, where
and
you're
all
good.
I ask is testing.
Yeah.
And I can't even get that.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't even know.
that's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Matt, what you're good at is taking an idea and just poking holes in it for hours.
Yeah.
You're very good at like shooting us down.
I love so whenever I get too
That's the
excited, I
joyless
talk
side
to
of me.
Matt, and he just deflates me like a balloon. You
Mm.
know, when you
Yeah.
let the air out, but then you pull it so it makes a fart sound. That's
Right.
what Matt
Cool.
does to me.
Yeah,
I
you do.
call
You
it
make
keeping it
fart sounds,
real.
Matt.
I keep it real.
Raw. Yeah.
Oh,
So okay, let's get back on this train here. You talked about your treasure hunt, and it sounds great. Do you have anything else you want to share about that, other than I just want to congratulate you on a great experience? I'm happy for you. Anything else?
I mean, it's just like it made me happy, and it like I almost wanted to like have a single tear of joy. Like it was just fun.
You
And
wanted
want-
to have a single
yeah,
tear of joy,
I
or
don't
you
have the
did?
ability to cry, but I thought no, of course I do. But
Did you cry?
I I would probably
cried.
whatever the happiness side of that is. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I
Happy
just was
tears
like
of yeah.
I
You
was
you
so
cried.
happy. It like I don't know. It was
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
I had a
Hey.
blast.
can I follow up with the Dave season 2 finale? I tried
Yes.
to cry to
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah.
You know what? I feel as though I didn't do it justice. I need to go back and watch it again. It was too out of context for me. I saw Gata crying, and I was
Wait,
like,
did you
"Oh,
watch the whole
oh."
season, or
Wait,
did
you
you just
No,
go
didn't
to
no, no, I
bed?
see
just
the episode?
Oh,
with
dude,
no. I just went right in.
You
You said
can't
watch it
just
on
do
YouTube.
that.
I just saw the ending. I know.
But it was only effective for me because I had seen that whole season. I saw that episode
Yeah.
multiple
I
times. So now the
oh,
scene carries all of
okay.
that
Totally.
context every time
yeah,
I see it.
yeah. I thought I would have remembered, but I didn't. I've seen
You
season 2.
need the whole season.
I just
Oh,
it was a
that-
long time ago.
But Matt, I'm not crazy, right? Like that's a great finale.
It was an awesome finale, and I like cried over the show Dave. Like it's crazy. Like it
Yeah.
shouldn't do that, but it did a really good
That's why
job.
it's a good show. And in
Hammering
fact, after
home. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. No,
I just
hammering
thought it did a
home.
great
This is
job
so
hammering
polite.
home the importance of friendship.
I totally agree. And then I sit
It's
there
weird because I don't
inevitably,
really
go,
have many.
I
but-
don't have any friends.
Yeah, I know. I have no one that would do that for me.
And I
yeah.
want to podcast with my brothers now.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the treasure hunt. That's Dave. Joe, please just rewatch at least the whole
I gotta do that.
finale.
I will. It
episode,
made
at
me
least
want to
through
go
the
back and watch
episode.
it. It made me want to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I
So,
started season
it
3
has.
because I actually never followed through with season 3. So
I never
watching
watched season 3
the-
either.
Yeah, I started it, and I do think that the season 3 doesn't pull me in as much as season 1 and season 2 did. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna stick it through. I'm gonna watch it. So that's all
Okay.
because of that finale
Good.
on season 2. Matt, you also mentioned ripping boxes. Did you want to share
Yeah.
anything about ripping boxes?
Yes. Well, it was kind of exciting in the market. So Topps has the license for most of the professional sports now. It's a big shift from Panini. So Topps was releasing its first football licensed product in a long time. And
Mm,
so
momentous.
basically Topps Chrome football came out, and my kids and I like definitely wanted to just see what it was like. So we ripped those boxes. Also, just after that, Bowman basketball came out, and that was a cool new product. So we were kind of my kids and I were kind of into ripping a blaster box retail side of it, of kind of the new stuff that came out, and we enjoyed it so much that we went to go get more, and it was all sold out. So we struggled to get either of those two, more of it, at a reasonable price. Like you can go into a card shop, hobby shop, and you can get it at the current market price, which has been driven up because it's sold out everywhere. But because of that, then I bought a random WNBA Donruss mega box from last year, so Paige Becker's rookie year. And that might have been the most fun open I've had in a while. And I realized WNBA has such few players that you're like, you get some of the best cards when you open the box. Like, just not always the greatest parallels, but you're getting all the big names because they just simply don't have that big of a league. So
Mhm.
I was wondering if you guys are opening boxes. Have you thought about getting any of the new stuff that comes out? I know you're a retro ripper, but just for the
Mhm.
market's sake, the Topps Chrome and the Bowman stuff, have you opened it? What are your thoughts? Go ahead.
It's hard for me to venture into modern day NBA or WNBA. I'm trying, right? Like I've been intentionally watching the NBA playoffs more, um, just because I do love ripping, and I think if I could
Mhm.
open up like a new genre, whatever it may be, I think if I were gonna go modern hoops, I'd actually, to your point, probably pursue WNBA. I think I'm more interested in learning about the different players there. I just feel like I don't know. There seems to be a lot of momentum right now behind the
Yep.
WNBA, and there's a lot of pretty like impressive players right now.
Yep.
So
Pretty,
I
really
uh, pretty
pretty.
impressive, but I mean, there's
Joe,
Oh,
some
come
okay.
very.
on. They're,
I
I
mean,
was like,
they're
I,
attractive too. Yeah. Yeah.
you don't have to be chauvinistic, Joe. But yeah,
and there,
there are some attractive players. But I'm talking more like there's some like sick players in the
Yeah.
WNBA.
Yeah, it's a cool
Um,
time for the WNBA because beyond just Caitlin Clark, there's just a lot of talent. And the thing I noticed in this year's draft, the amount of size, like they're like the centers, for example, like they used to be 6'2", 6'3". Now
mm,
they're like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". I think
yeah,
there's a kid who's 6'9". Like
right.
they're getting huge,
Yeah.
which is I think good for the league.
It's good for the league. Unfortunately, I think the league is still struggling financially, despite the fact that they're having some of their best seasons. But I think maybe that will start to turn. I think the audience is growing, not shrinking.
I
So
I do wonder what you base that on. Not that I'm looking up like data for the league, but when you look at the new CBA they just signed, where players are making a lot more money,
yep,
and you get your expansion teams are coming in, I
yep.
think the league's probably in a great spot. But I don't know like the dollars and cents fiscal outcome. I know the ownership says they're not doing great because they don't want to pay the players, but it seems like ratings are as high as they've ever been.
Okay, so that's not that this is the purpose of our podcast, but I do want to see. I just want to go into ChatGPT real quick and look up WNBA profitability over the last 5 years.
hmm.
Uh,
Hey, while you
is
look that up,
going
Maddie,
well. Yeah.
what was that
Yeah.
Cooper flag link you sent us and told us to get you were like, hey, get this
Oh
limited
yeah.
time thing. What was that?
Yeah. Did you do it?
I did, yeah.
You got it?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome because they sold out. So that was the Tops Now Rookie of the Year Cooper flag. So Tops has obviously a range of products, and they have a subset. They call it Tops Now, and they don't really put out boxes and packs. When events occur, they sell that singular event as a card. So Cooper Flag winning Rookie of the Year created a card, and basically it goes on sale for like 2 or 3 days, and that's it. And it hits a certain number and it sells out. Like I passed it along to a bunch of friends, and everyone wrote back, "Oh, it's sold out, sold out, sold out." And like the more you buy, the better you get. So you can buy them at like I think 11.99 is the base price per card. You only get a card.
Mhm.
And then if you buy in bulk, like I think I bought enough to get it for $8.99. So I got them for $9. I think I bought 10 of them.
Mhm.
But you also, it's kind of like opening a pack. So when you get it, it's a single card and the minimum is a base Cooper Flag, but you could get some of the parallels. Like, so you could get a 1 of 1 Cooper Flag that is like a life changer. You could get all the base ones, which I think will be worth more than $10 because as a Rookie of the Year and as a player, I think he's potentially, one of the big names that stays around. I don't want to call him an all-time great because he's a rookie, but like he could be, on track for Wemby. He could be on track for like a Tracy McGrady skill set. Like he is a very talented young player, and I think grab the Rookie of the Year moment while you could. Plus, you can get more. So I was cool
Cool.
that you did it.
I think it actually might be in my mailbox as we speak.
Really?
And have you guys seen the Cooper Flag garbage pail kit?
I have seen it. I haven't owned it.
Cool. Would you want it? I
Yeah,
could
I
get
would
I
back
would
love
into
love to
garbage
have it.
pail
I'll
kits.
take it.
100%. It's worth a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are garbage pail kid stuff
Yeah, there's
as
a
well.
Jordan one right now at GOAT, and I think they were trying to sell it. GOAT is the local card shop we go to, and I feel like I don't know, it's multiple hundreds, I believe.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's in that range. Yeah.
They're limited prints.
Um,
There's
can I
pretty
just
rare.
report back on WNBA? Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Yes. Go ahead.
So, and I'll just kind of give an overview of what this is all through ChatGPT, which is the sources are like the Washington Post, ESPN, and the Guardian. So those are the 3 sources that it generated this from, and the WNBA like main website or whatever.
Should we
Okay,
yell
so
fake news?
WNBA is going very well from a growth business interest standpoint, but it still has generally been operating at a loss at least through 2024. So to your point, Matt, I do think there is a key turning point with that big media deal. So in 2020 through 2023, it was basically very, very high growth, but still required a lot of subsidy to, exist. It was not consistently profitable at all. 2024, however, they had record growth, but it still operated at roughly a $40 to $50 million loss. So that was 2024. However, 2025, it says big improvement. The league generated enough revenue to trigger player revenue sharing for the first time, but the full profit loss numbers are not public. So they definitely hit a turning point because now they can do that revenue sharing piece. So 2025, I think, is a turning point, though it doesn't give specific data. But then it says 2026 onward, much stronger outlook because the new media deal is around 200 million per year. Plus, there's expansion fees and rising franchise values. So the honest answer, according to ChatGPT, still likely not a cleanly profitable league yet in the traditional sense, but the trend is very, very positive, and it looks like it's now considered like a high growth investment with the potential of profitability very soon.
So they're moving out of the red.
I think they're like a few years away from
Yeah.
being what they
But
need to be. As
that's
long as they
also
continue
evident
with this
by the
momentum.
CBA they just signed. Like
Correct.
they're
And so they
paying a lot more.
right. And so it's going to come down to what is their viewership with this new deal? Like, are they going to be able to continue to get these big, media deals? It's very interesting. And I will say, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just my algo on YouTube or whatever, but I'm seeing a lot more WNBA highlights
Yep.
in my social media streams, and I will say that is making me like, ooh, maybe I should start watching some of these games. Like this looks pretty good.
So
So
can I plug a game today that you should watch if you're around?
absolutely. What do
So
you got?
Indiana Fever plays the Dallas Wings at 1 o'clock today. It's the opening matchup for both of these teams of the season. The season opened last night, the regular season. The preseason been run for a couple weeks. And it's literally Paige Beckers and AZ Fudd, who's the number 1 draft pick this year, versus Caitlin Clark and the Fever and other players that are good on
Okay.
that team.
1
I think
o'clock.
the Fever's loaded, so I think the Fever wins this one. But if AZ Fudd is another, like, you have so many shooters on the floor in this game that I think it's a really fun watch. 1 o'clock
Right.
today. So
1 o'clock
and
today.
when
Okay.
people hear this podcast, it'll be 6 months from now. So they'll
Yep.
hear that,
Mhm.
they'll be able to look up what happened, whatever.
Sure.
But
Yeah, they
guys,
will.
so can I put out another request beyond that plug? I think as, industry leaders here that run a
Right.
podcast, you two
Yeah.
need to be informed of new products. So I
Okay.
would recommend as new products come out, I will let you know, but you should open one box of it to see what you get. Don't go crazy and do the retail so you know what's in it. But Topps Chrome's a pretty awesome open. So even if you don't want to sell it, just to open it for fun. So the Topps Chrome NFL, my recommendation is if you ever can, get it at Dick's because it tends to be cheaper at Dick's for that product. Same with, but if you're going to get Topps Chrome, buy the hanger box, which is only $20. It's a singular pack, but I don't know why, but the rumor is hanger boxes, you get a lot better options than the blaster boxes.
Hey, will you just buy it for me and I'll Venmo you?
No, because I want to open it. Like I can't not open it.
Capable. Like he'll just open it and then be like, "Oh, I spent all my money."
Yeah.
Because
And then I'll be like, don't Venmo me because I opened it. So
I
that's
get it.
one.
I get
Then
that.
the Bowman basketball, it's the first time that they've merged college and NCAA in the same box. So it's cool. So it has women's college, it has men's college, and men's NBA. So you could get the new draft picks coming out. Like you
Oh,
could
that's
get,
cool.
it's super cool. And so like Leo's obsessed with those right now. So that's a cool box, all basketball, but it has a range
Does
of
it
stuff
have
you can get.
WNBA as
No,
well?
it doesn't have that because it's not. I don't know why it doesn't have that. But you have some of this year's draft picks. So like
Feeling
AZ Fudd went
sexist.
number 1. You could get AZ Fudd.
Yeah.
So like it's got
All right,
some
so
cool.
that's Bowman basketball.
That's Bowman basketball, and those are the 2 brand new products.
Okay.
And
Can
then
we
if
go
you
back to
just
the hanger box? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You go
yep.
ahead. I
So
just had
that would be
questions.
Blaster, and I'd get that at Dick's as well because that's only $30 if you get it at Dick's. If you buy it like at a hobby shop, they'll sell it for 60.
Yeah.
But the blaster box is a $20 value, and that's also at Dick's.
Well, you just said it was $30 at Dick's.
No, the blaster Topps Chrome football. I'm sorry.
Oh,
The hanger box, the other one.
Okay, got it. So the hanger
Yeah.
box Topps Chrome NFL is
Yep.
going to be like $30 at
Yep.
Dick's. Okay, got it.
Yep.
And the other one's 20. So can you just tell me what's in each? So hanger box you said is really only one pack, so it's not a box. It's a
Yeah,
pack
but
in a
if
box.
you do the math of the I think it's like 28 cards. Whereas if you buy the blaster box of the same thing, it's like 32 cards. Like it's not that significantly different.
Okay. And so 28 cards in the hanger box.
I don't have them. I don't know the exact number, but I know it's very close, and it's a $10
31.
difference.
All right,
Thanks,
so
Jeff.
that's my concern with the newer stuff is one of the things I love about the retro is like you're getting 12 to 15 cards per pack. And
Yes.
it just makes it a little bit more of a mystery and a little hunt. And it seems like now some of these packs are like 6 cards per pack. And it's like not enough for me to I don't know what it
Okay.
is. Maybe
So then here's my next recommendation then, because you want to do WNBA. It's not a
Yeah.
new box. Get the
Okay.
24-25 WNBA Donruss box that you can get at Ace for like $40. Normally it's a mega box, so it's normally like 65, I think, but you can get it cheaper at Ace. And that's crazy because the packs are like 15 cards a pack, and there's not that many WNBA players. So it's like to get 15 cards in one pack, you're getting some real names there.
Yeah.
Like I think in one mega box, I got like 4 Paige Beckers rookies,
Right.
and a couple variations too, like some rare ones. And they hold value. So they're not worthless. Like there's some really good cards. Like we opened up Paige Becker's True Silver. Leo says hi.
Hey, Leo.
True Silver. That's like $150 card. So it's not like it's nothing.
Okay. I will investigate. Part of me is having a hard time focusing on this because I'm trying to my son Grant is getting deeper and deeper into Pokemon.
Yeah, he's
And
getting my son into it too. He
yeah,
like
and
Leo
honestly,
keeps talking about it.
we're having fun. Like we're getting into it. Like we'll probably head down to Goat today. Like we'll probably do some hunting a little bit today for it. And it's fun. And the thing is, here's like one concern. And this kind of, Matt, if you remember one of the episodes where we talked about like you're okay with your kids making bad deals if it's out of kindness.
Yep.
But if it's like weakness or stupidity, we're not okay, right?
Yep.
Um,
You know that. You get it now?
no, my kid's the
Oh.
opposite. He's coming home with like his friend's whole binder, and I'm like, "How did you get that? How did?" He's like, "They just gave it to me," and I'm like,
To borrow?
no."
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like he's literally like I'm being serious. One of his buddies gave the entire binder to him. And according to like, I'm pretty sure Jen checked in with this kid's mom to be like, is this on the up and up? Like, are we good? But according to Grant, that his buddy's not into Pokemon at all. And so what's funny is we said, okay, well, listen, we'll scan these things. If we start selling this, we have to give him a piece. Like you can't just take all these things, sell them, and keep all the money. He's your buddy. You can't do that. And of course, right now, Grant's like, yes, I can. And I'm like, no, no, man, no. I know you want to, but like, you wouldn't have any of these cards without your buddy giving you the binder. But anyways, I will say he's gotten some really nice cards lately. And if I could just highlight one moment here, and Matt, you were there, right? Yeah, you were there.
Yeah,
We were
goat.
we were
Yeah.
at Goat. We were hunting through like different NBA stacks, whatever. And then Leo and Grant were at the other side of the room ripping a bunch of Pokemon packs. And a big moment was Grant pulled a pretty good card and he sold it. He sold it to the guy that works there. So I think he sold it for $20. It was probably a $30 card, but again, so like for him, just the act
Nice.
of the hunt from rip to hunt to find to sale, he enjoyed that whole process, and I can see that he's hooked, and I'm like so excited because it's like, yes, let's get into this. So
It's
last night
another
we were
revenue
talking about,
stream. My
honestly,
son.
last night we were talking about how we're going to categorize, where I think we're going to do 3 stacks, right? Like cards in the $5 range, cards in the $10 to $20 range, and cards 20 plus, and we'll start running those on Whatnot. So it's hard. I'm very curious about these packs that you're telling me about. I'm actually like really into the WNBA Donruss that you had
Yep.
mentioned, that mega box. So I feel like that's probably where I'll go first.
And it's down the
Um,
street today, so I'd grab it today because there's not many
yeah.
left.
Okay. I think I'll do that. But quite honestly, I feel like I'm inching closer and closer to having a couple Pokemon streams.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, I could
Yeah. I
see it
mean, it's
in my son.
diversified.
He came home. I have this random old box of Pokemon, and he just kept saying, I need Grant to come over to evaluate it. Now, it turns out Grant's going to rob him and take all of it
Yeah.
before he gets
Like
home. But
keep an eye on
yeah.
that.
Hmm.
But I get it. I mean, it's no different than my weird Disney interest. It's like it's an appeal. It's a process. There's a treasure hunt. There's a financial reward potentially or loss. But like, I don't know. The whole thing, it's why we like this hobby.
What do you guys think
Cool.
about? I want to bring him to go with like maybe his like top 5 cards that he wants to sell just
Mhm.
to get the momentum of selling. I know that you're not going to make as much when you go to a seller to buy your cards, but
Yep.
just the act of him doing it independently, right? Like finding 5 cards, it's like, are you willing to give this up? And right, because that means your collection gets smaller. That's part of this. That's what makes it hard to sell because you like these cards. So you have to decide what you want to keep and what you want to sell. But is that stupid? Like, I mean, he won't be able to sell it for as much, but I just feel like I want him to keep getting that experience.
I don't think it's stupid. I mean, I get a little nervous, but I'll say the positive first. So like with Ryan, he's trying to start selling golf stuff on eBay. And literally, I'm telling him take less. Like if somebody offers you, just
Yeah,
get sales going because
right.
the
Get the momentum.
algorithm
Yeah,
responds to that. So you're kind of saying the real
algo.
life thing. The
Yeah,
real
yeah.
life. Oh, sorry, Joe. Sorry, algo.
I'll go.
It's kind of the real life algo, like the feeling you want to trick your son into selling, I guess. So get some momentum. Um,
Yeah.
the worry, I guess, I have in it, and I felt like this as a kid, I didn't appreciate the hobby. It was just about selling it back and buying more. So you end up selling all the good cards and you're left with just bad cards, and you just spent your money on more packs and you actually don't get your money out. So over time, you lose. So, like, I worry a little bit about that, like selling for selling's sake. Like, what are we collecting? And if he wants to do it as a business, then I think you got to get into the singles game and not just opening packs, which is cool. Like, I love that hunt. But I think if he's just doing it, selling it, buying packs, it goes down a like this, you're losing money. It's a losing function.
So it definitely is, and I think where my interest is I love the hobby and the business combined. So the act of the hunt is fun. You're completely correct in terms of it's not a great business model if you're just ripping, taking your highlights and selling your highlights. You're going to be
Mhm.
left with the garbage, and it's not going to be
And
sustainable.
you're going to
You're going
spend the
to
profits. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what I will say is it's a great way to subsidize, like if your true preference is the hunt in and of itself and not
And
necessarily
ripping
the
new packs.
collecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it makes it less expensive because you are, getting some of that back in the form of selling those cards. But I agree. But that's part of what I'm enjoying about this process from like a father-son experience is we're talking about what happens after the sale, right? So it's like, well, if you make, let's say, $100 based on selling your cards, what do you do with that 100? How much of that should go back into cards? How much of that should just be like set aside in your savings or for fun money, right? Like now you can afford an ice cream down the street, right? Like now you can start to, you're earning money versus just getting into this like hamster wheel of
Yeah.
selling, buying more packs, selling, and ultimately spending your money, and it's not profitable at all. I'm hopeful that he will start going into like coming to card shows with me and start looking for good deals on singles. Start
Yeah.
finding, and going that way and
Well,
and scaling up the whatnot stream that
I
way
got a
with high
recommendation
level.
today if you want a real hunt. There's a yard sale close to you that has Pokemon all over its thing. So all over
What?
its advertisement. Yeah. So you
Ooh.
might want to check out a yard sale with Pokemon.
All right. So when we're not recording, maybe you tell me the
I got
address.
you. I got you.
Okay.
It's
Mm,
9 o'clock today. It
Okay.
starts.
okay. So
Boing
guys,
boing.
we're
Boing, boing.
we're hitting time. Matt, do you want to quickly talk about the
Well,
Joey Hills episode?
I really want you, I want to turn this over to you. I will just preface it by saying Joe was kind. He came over. It was really to take like photos of something else using my light box because I have a cool light box. But
Cool,
in
cool,
the
cool.
meantime, I was like, do you want me to run a stream so you can see kind of this side of it? And so I didn't like advertise for it. I didn't like bookmark anything. It was just kind of a pop-up and I had no agenda. So I had no plan whatsoever for the show. Let's just do it for fun. And I thought it was going to be like 20 minutes. And so I guess Joe, I'll turn it over to you and let you talk about your experience.
Yeah, so it was really interesting to see the back end of Whatnot, which I'd never seen before. I've only been on there as a potential buyer, someone who buys Mikasa apples.
Like
Um,
random stuff. Yeah.
random stuff.
Mm.
But it was really fun to kind of see the interaction. I absolutely loved when you were ripping some of those random packs, like the Guinness Book of World Records.
Awesome.
Uh, obviously, Hook, the
Hook was
movie.
yeah,
Oof.
it was
Did
great.
I
And
hear
then
that you had Desert Storm?
Yep. I had
Desert
Desert Storms.
Like the
Storm,
actual war, like the
Yep.
the war.
real, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They made a line of cards
Yep.
based on
And
a
we pulled a
war.
President Bush. That like it's
Oh
got to be a
yeah,
case hit.
it really. I mean, it was fantastic. It was so much fun. It was hilarious. The people in the stream were hilarious. And then all of a sudden, randomly, D Lava Show just broke up. Like he finished and then
The
raided
man's an
Matt's. And
angel. D Lava is an
yeah,
angel. He's
yeah,
such a good guy.
he really is.
Yeah.
He's buying stuff and then making it a givey, like donating as a givey. I
Yeah.
mean, the guy's
Yep.
just he really he is. I want to say like he's more of a man than the three of us combined.
100%. And
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
he's why the hobby is like such a positive.
Yep.
Like I don't give back to the hobby nearly as much as he does. He's just
Mhm.
like such a good guy in that way. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He came
So
in with the group and everyone loved him. It's just he
like,
is, you know,
yeah, he's
we have to
anyone
have him on
who
the show.
I know,
He's what I aspire to be, but I
yeah,
don't think
I
I'll
know,
ever.
It's just yeah.
I
I
know.
don't think I'll ever be that level of
No,
quality.
no.
I don't
And
think you
doing-
have that level of kindness in you.
Oof.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Coming
sorry.
from
I'm just
that
being
guy.
real.
Yikes.
So
I know.
anyway, that
I
was my
don't
take.
either. I don't either. So I'm not. It's not just you.
So
So I
Mike,
know
be
we don't have a lot
prepared.
of time.
Hold on, Matt,
Yeah.
Mike, you're next. I will come and help you do your show. I didn't, Matt. A couple times you wanted me to like hold the card, and I did. I did not like that.
Yeah, he didn't want his hands in front of the stream at all. Like he felt
Well,
weird,
it was
even
all
though.
right. My hands are all right.
Your hands are lovely.
Yeah.
They're pudgy. They're pudgy. But
Um,
anyway,
he was fine with the banter, talking, and he was very helpful, like sorting the stacks. But like he did not really. When I like try to go pull something, he didn't want to pull for me. So which is rude of you, Joe.
I know.
But so I went to go pull a request because again we had no real agenda, and then he didn't want to like take over the stream at all.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because I don't want to really admit how much I don't know about it. Like you'd be like,
Yeah,
get me this card, and be like, what sport is
Like,
that? You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I can identify sport. That's about it.
It's how I feel when Dad would ask me to grab him a tool as a kid.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know what this wrench
And you just
is.
point at like 5 different things, like this
Yeah.
one, no, this one,
Grab
no.
me
me
the
the
plumber's
cat's paw.
wrench. And I
Grab me
just
the
like
cat's
walk
paw.
over with a Phillips head screwdriver and be
Yeah.
like, is this it? He's like, you're the worst son ever.
Yeah. But you have no issues from that. All right, can I just go back to that show for a second? And I know we got to wrap up. I had so much fun, both having my brother there and the randomness of the packs, that I want to do 2 things. I do want to come over and jump on your stream at times, Mike, because I like having another person who can banter with you.
Yeah.
And so that's one. So having that. But also, I'm going to do a whole stream now of random packs. Like, I'm going to have some real packs too, some like NBA hoops and all that stuff, some 90s. But I'm in the market right now looking at 90210. I'm looking at like Gremlins packs. I'm looking at
Ooh.
all random 90s stuff that you don't
love
need
it.
and
I
you
love
don't
it.
know. And I'm
I'm
going to do it like
excited.
once every like 3 months. So like
Yeah.
I got some baseball, which isn't like crazy, but like I get some baseball stuff, I get some basketball, some football, and then random. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that. And I'm going to only do like $2 a pack to start because I don't even know what they're worth. I don't know. And I'm going to
Right.
get them for super cheap. So it's really about the fun for me, not like making a lot of money.
Cool.
Well, that
All right,
sounds
guys.
great. I look
We gotta
forward
wrap.
to purchasing a 90210 pack. From
Oh,
you.
yeah.
That's
We'll
gonna
see
be
if you get
fun.
the case hit. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, boys.
All
I
right,
love you
boys.
both forever.
All right.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Sir.